What it do, man? Welcome to another live stream of Welcome Family Hustle TV, man. Y'all know we here for a good time, not for a long time. I ain't finna waste y'all time a lot today, man. We just finna get into some topics. You know what I'm saying? We finna go in depth, man, of the life of Nip and the true meaning behind TMC. You feel me? We also gonna talk about Lamar and the smear campaign going around and making it seem like he a bad teammate or the Ravens are better off without him. The playoffs if they make the playoffs and for this Sunday night when they play the Steelers. But yeah, man, that's what we here for. So we finna go and get to it.
What up? Up front, what's second? Notice right side popping, what up? Yeah, what up?
We got turned down, we failed, had setbacks, had to start over a lot of times, but we kept going at it. In anybody's case, that's always the distinguishing factor. And I think that's my challenge when I create. I got a few objectives. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be the most applicable and most understandable and most, entertaining and most authentic. A representation of what's real to me.
Putting on for my city got 100 stats. I'm the realest nigga in it, can't front on that. Know some fake niggas hate me cause they want to rap. But if they dumb enough to say it, I'ma fucking snap.
At the time now, it was a different energy, we carried. And it was different, life we was living. You know what I mean? I drive through now, I'm off probation. You know what I mean? I'm fully legit, I'm fully professional as an artist. I moved through and it's like, I'm proud of the struggle and I'm proud of the hard times, but it's like, it's real. It's do or die right now. So then, to drive down Crenshaw, I got so much Had to start over a lot of times, you know, but we had to start over. Had to start.
I'm starting already, y'all. My bad. But basically, what I was saying, AI is here to stay. That statement by Nipsey when he said it's do or die is so applicable to today's time because it's do or die. It's get down or lay down. AI is here to stay. AI is taking people's jobs. You know what I'm saying? And unless you find a new lane and a new hustle, bro, to where you can come up and provide for your family, you're gonna get left behind. You know what I'm saying? It's best to basically use AI to your advantage, because that's what a lot of people doing in today's time. But like I said, even art is not even safe because AI is basically replicating their voice. So it's basically you thinking you got some new music out by a certain artist, but that's not the case. The case, that's AI just replicating their voice. It's crazy. You get on TikTok, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It's certain songs on there that they got by quote unquote certain artists that's not even their voice, bro. They didn't even make that. That's AI. And I'm telling you, AI ain't going nowhere, man. AI is not going nowhere. So it's best you figure out how to use it to your advantage. And going into 2026, it's all about updating your resume, updating your skill set. You got to get better. And one way to get better, read, bro. Read books. See, he got the biography of Steve Jobs. You know what I'm saying? Unlabeled by Mark Echo. Yeah, I already talked about that. Well, that book right there is Cornel West. Cornel West, because I think I was muted. He was an intellectual. You know what I'm saying? He is an intellectual. I'm talking past tense. But basically, when you look him up, you think of Einstein. You know what I'm saying? He's like the black version of Einstein. Let me look him up real quick so y'all can see what I'm talking about.
Over.
Let me see. Brother Cornel West. Cornel West. See, it's Cornel West. Basically the black Einstein, in my opinion. Dude is an intellectual. You know what I'm saying? And let's see, Cornel West is an American philosopher, theologian, political activist, politician, social critic, and public intellectual, like I said. West as an independent candidate in the 2024 United States presidential election and is an outspoken voice in the left-wing politics in the U.S. So, yeah, that's what I was saying. That's Cornel West, man. But yeah, I plan to get that book as well. See, I always like to pick up on what people read because reading books one way is how you can update your resume and skill set. Because you know the famous saying, you want to hire something from a black person, put it in the book. Not enough of us are reading enough in today's time, bro. You gotta read. You know what I'm saying? You gotta read book. Go to the library, bro. It costs you nothing to get a library membership. You'll be surprised the knowledge and what you find in certain books. Don't just go read like a whole bunch of science fiction and all that. That ain't really gonna do you no good. Just know what I'm saying? Pick up self-help books, biographies, people that become successful, stuff like that, bro. Read those type of books, memoirs, all those. Those will always be good for you.
A lot of times, you know, but we kept going at it. In anybody's case, that's always the distinguishing factor. You know, and I think that's my challenge when I create. I got a few objectives. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be the most applicable and most understandable and most, you know what I'm saying, entertaining and most authentic. A representation of what's real to me.
Putting on for my city got 100 stats. I'm the realest nigga in it, can't front on that. Know some fake niggas hate me cause they wanna rap. But if they dumb enough to say it, I'ma fucking snap.
Time now, it was a different energy, you know, we carried. And it was different, you know, life we was living. You know what I mean? I drive through now. I'm off probation. You know what I mean? I'm fully legit. I'm fully professional as an artist. I moved through it and it's like, I'm proud of the struggle and I'm proud of the hard times, but it's like, it's real. It's do or die right now. So then, you know, to drive down Crenshaw, I got so many memories on this street, and then looking up and seeing a billboard that's a different kind of reward. It's your peers, your people that seen you growing. It's inspiration.
This, where your camera at, bro? Which one is yours? Right here? These dope, man. I'm going to rock this. Show. Appreciate that. Appreciate y'all. Bring some to my shop, too. Drop some off in my store. Them motherfuckers are fly.
You know what I mean? And I think that that's very inspiring to people in the area that been knowing me, that bought my first mixtape out of the liquor stores. I remember me putting my posters up, stapling my posters. I think they look up and like, you know, wow, that's a dope story.
See, the thing is about being accessible. You know what I'm saying? Nip was very accessible. He was a man of the people. He was the quote-unquote people's champ. You know what I'm saying? And that's what made him stand out, you know what I'm saying, among a lot of different people that come from where he come from and make it to where he made it to. Because a lot of times people make it and they become snobs. They become full of themselves. They feel like they too good for people that's not where they at in life, and they feel like they don't deserve to see their presence or be among their presence. You know what I'm saying? They basically get a God complex. And Nip was never like that. But you got to be careful with that also, because just as much as you become accessible to the people that love you, you make yourself just as accessible to the people that hate you also, and the people that envy you. And that's one of the things that I felt like, not just Nip, but a lot of artists like Dolph also, they don't take their celebrity serious enough. You know what I'm saying? So even when you want to be accessible to people, you want to let people touch you, want to let people take pictures with you, you want to interact with the people, you know what I'm saying? You still always got to be wary, bro. You got to be mindful. You got to be on point for the ones that envy you as well, because the ones that envy you, sometimes they'll make it seem like they rock with you, but they don't. You know what I'm saying? And they'll get just close enough to where they can end it all for you. And that was sadly, man, that what happened to Nip with Buddy Eric Holder. But in itself, man, Nip was a true legend and a true inspiration for everybody.
It's dope when I can put on a Crenshaw beanie, a Crenshaw shirt, and, you know, see the influence it has on different people after the fact. That's tight. So to see, you know, young people out there right now doing that, you know, for a handshake, a picture, to get, you know, access to the capsule first. You know, people don't, you know what I mean, do that for no reason.
We so LA right now.
What up, man?
Neighborhood Nip.
What's up with it, man? We back. What's going on, brothers?
Nip, man. You
tell
on the roll
us.
right now, man.
Yeah, we grinding. I just got off tour. You know what I'm saying? We did the Crenshaw tour.
Yes.
Support the mixtape. We did 33 cities in the U.S. The tour was cracking. You know what I'm saying?
That's the best test of a record. You know what I'm saying? It's the show. When your records work on stage, mission accomplished. Go to the concert and you get on that stage, you ain't even gotta rap. You can give it. You can get a mic to the crowd. They giving it back to you.
Yeah, let's do it, y'all. I'm coming straight off the floor, shit. Like the motherfucking TMC. Cause I grew up in the 60s. So you rap in the try against me. I go hard, why your bitch wanna play me. Big guns, nigga.
And people can't fake it. You know what I'm saying? The show not gonna fake it. The crowd's not gonna fake it. So when they give it back to you, it's like, all right, cool. That's what you aiming for.
Till next time, the motherfucking marathon continues.
Life in general gonna give you its game. If you love it, if you pay attention, music, business, all of these things confess their essence if your intentions is right. Music, business, all of these things confess their essence. And people can't fake it. You know what I'm saying? The show not gonna fake it. The crowd's not gonna fake it. So when they give it back to you, it's like, all right, cool. That's what you aiming for.
Till next time, the motherfucking marathon continues.
Life in general gonna give you its game. If you love it, if you pay attention, music, business, all of these things confess their essence if your intentions is right.
It's all about your intentions, man. Your intentions pure, God and the universe gonna pay you back full fold every single time. You know what I'm saying? If your intentions is to truly impact people's lives, you're gonna get paid back tenfold. You feel me? You be a blessing to others so you can receive a blessing. You know what I'm saying? But it's always you gotta be a blessing first. And however way you decide to do that. But yeah, man, the true meaning of TMC, the marathon continues. The true meaning of never quitting, the true meaning of never giving up, never stopping, and just keep going till it works. You feel me? You do something long enough, bro, you gonna see the fruits of your labor pay off. You know what I'm saying? You can just go to so many old videos and you can see the grind and the come up. Like you seen in this video that I just showed y'all, the beginnings of his store, bro. The early days of the marathon store. And then you seen what it turned into. You seen what it turned into.
My real fans about 5 years if they really been following. I've been saying that my debut album's gonna be called Victory Lap.
Hey man, is it crazy when you say debut album?
Yeah.
With all the material though, you know what I'm saying? Because
bro.
even when we say mixtape, you know what I'm saying? Nothing felt throwaway. You know what I'm saying? And even as a consumer, like when I kicked in my $100, it wasn't like, oh, I got to kick in for Nip. I kicked in for the material too, though.
That's love.
You know what I'm saying?
That's love.
So when I see just the work that you continue to do, I'm like, man, they ain't no expiration date on what this cat is about to do.
No, that's love. Thank you. And I mean, I trip on that too. Like, dang, I ain't put an album out.
Yeah.
But then to your point, I never made a project with the intention of I was making a mixtape.
Right, yeah.
I was always making an album. The whole 10 years I've been here, I've been making an album. And the business change that took place as I came in, like our generation, the 07, 08, 09 era of artists that came in, we had to fix the plane while it was in air.
Yeah.
The engine went bad while we was in the air. Because we looked at like the artists that came before us and the models they used to succeed. And then as soon as we got in the game, the whole model collapsed.
Man.
So you had a lot.
Records stopped selling.
And that's where we are today. The old models that artists use, the old models that just people that have running businesses, that's all changed simply because of AI. It's been disrupted. So that's why I was saying earlier, bro, you got to learn some way, shape, or form how to incorporate AI into whatever it is you're doing and what you're trying to build. Because like I said, AI is here to stay. And the technology only gonna get more advanced. You feel me? And it's important to stay ahead and stay up on everything. You know what I'm saying? Concerning AI, concerning disruption, concerning technology. Because without it, you're gonna be dead in the water. At least you gotta be educated on it. And that's one thing you can take from Nip. Nip was one of very few rappers, bro, that continuously was always reading, looking to be ahead, looking to be ahead of a curve when it came to even crypto. Nip was one of the first ones I heard about when he was talking about cryptocurrency way back in 2017 and 2018. And people before that was even considered late, low key. You feel me? Nip was told about Bitcoin way back in 2010 by Mark Echo. You feel me? That's when he first got into it, but he didn't take it seriously. And that's the thing, bro. When you don't see the vision, it's hard to take something seriously. But sometimes you gotta pay attention and you can't let something go in one ear and out the other. You gotta keep it. Basically, that's a good piece of information. I might need to look into that. It's important you do your research, because without doing your research, and then look where we are since 2010. Bitcoin was less than $1 back in 2010. Look, where it's over 100,000 a day, or near 100,000. Well, it was over 100,000 at one point. And that just lets you know, bro, it's always better to be early than to be late. Trust me, every single time.
Like that, labels, everything changed.
All conventional wisdom out the window. And you was left to rely on your instinct. And I think, like, you know, I shout out Wiz a lot because me and Wiz had a convo early. And, you know, I asked him, like, what you doing to build the torn up? You know, I see your show popping off. in a way that's different. And he, you know, we had a real convo, and I think that he one of the artists that innovated early, artists like Currency, you know, that really embraced the indie route before it was like the cliche thing to do. You know what I mean? So I think myself included in that, we had to adjust to survive. And just like based on doing that, it was a mixtape and tour game.
Yeah.
Before you could go, just because it was almost like you a good artist, bro, but if you don't sign this deal, there's no other economy for you. And it was making artists just take whatever they, you know what I mean? But
did you ever get close? When you say I walked into certain labels and it didn't happen,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? At one point, were you ever close to like signing something that you say, man, I'm glad I didn't mess with that?
Yeah, I won't go into details because I wouldn't want to, you know what I mean? But definitely, I'll consider options. I think the best situation, aside from the one I said I won't mention, and you know, I was gonna do the deal. Is what when Ross put the MMG thing on the table.
Yeah, I got you.
That was just the terms and the way, you know, Ross set up the conversation to start in that building. It was a great opportunity. It was a great situation. I just had a concern with my team getting credit for breaking Nipsey Hussle. So I didn't necessarily want to take that from my team.
Damn.
You know what I mean? But outside of that, I would have took that deal.
And that what Nip just said also, bruh, is the true definition of never forgetting who started with you and who's still with you. Nip was loyal to his team first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, bruh, when they come up and when they get to a certain peak or point, they'll leave the people that started with them behind. It's one thing if certain people that come with you are liabilities because you can't take everybody with you. We understand that. But the people that were instrumental in your come up and your success, the thought of you leaving them behind, that speaks to your character. That speaks to the type of person you are, bro. Because if you willing to just drop them for whoever, then you ain't as solid as you try to put on. You know what I'm saying? You're not a people first person. You're only loyal to yourself. You're not loyal to your team. You're not loyal to a code, nothing. You're only for self. You're out for self. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can just drop whoever was with you at the time and helping you becoming who you became, that just speaks to your character. You're a flawed individual, bro. And people would never want to surround themselves with people like you because at the drop of a hat, you'll drop them to move on to something better or what you view as better. But remember, the grass ain't always green on the other side, my boy. Remember that. Because them same people that you dropped, you know what I'm saying, that you left hanging, eventually you probably gonna run into them. You're gonna need them again. Trust me.
Even just outside of the terms, just how Ross hustle, I believe in Ross as a hustler. You know what I'm saying? Everything he done said, he done done. Every combo we had, every time I sent a verse, he executed it. So I got a lot of respect for Rose. So I'd have done it off just GP, but I got a team I committed to ahead of time.
Damn.
And I needed to make sure they got the credit for what they did. You know what I mean? That was the only reason. But outside of that, all the other deals, they lacked what the MMG offered, included because it was somebody that understood why Nipsey is valuable without a radio record.
And you was already doing your thing anyway.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So if anybody got to come, they got to add to it.
Yeah,
and
100%.
add a lot to it.
Yeah.
You know?
When you give someone like LeBron James an
company does. You know, that's what the label do. I was paying for rent. I was a hustler. I wasn't thinking I was the executive. I was just like, if I want to rap, I need a studio, I need equipment. I got to. But we was making these moves already as a production company or as an executive or as a label to facilitate me as an artist. So the money was coming from my brother, from myself. The decisions was coming from my team, myself. The posters was being stapled up by us. You know, the radio promo, we was going up there and buying the radio spots. We was booking out the House of Blues. We was doing all the things that a label do. So once I got educated to the way that the deals get structured, it would be disrespectful for us to expect anything other than a partnership. Because we been had sweat equity. We been had money invested.
Yes, sir.
We been operating as not only the creative, but also the administrative.
That term, sweat equity, don't ever get that confused. Don't ever just let that go over your head. Because a lot of people, they want the success without putting in that sweat equity. without putting in them hard, long grinding days of where you got to do everything. You know what I'm saying? Where, like, even with me, when I'm streaming, when I do my videos for social media, I'm the editor, I'm the filmer, I do the lighting, I do the After Effects, the graphics and everything. I do all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a one-man show. My wife helped me sometimes. I don't give her credit. But for the most part, even before I met her, just coming up on social media, bro, I did everything. 5-6 videos a day. You feel me? Filming, editing. You feel me? Learning how to edit. Before I started this, bro, I had no knowledge of editing whatsoever. Now I'm damn near a pro at it. You know what I'm saying? But all that came through experience. All that came through learning because I had no idea how to do this in the beginning. Shoot, I'm learning how to get better at it streaming right now. But it's all about starting out, bro, and appreciating the process of building yourself, of trying to, you know what I'm saying, learning every position just so you know how it's supposed to properly be handled. So when you get bigger in the game and you need more help and you got to take on people, you got to hire people, you know exactly how it's supposed to run because you done everything. You know what I'm saying? So now when somebody putting in mediocre work, you can eyeball it and tell because you done the exact same job they doing and they not living up to the standard at what you expect or what is expected of being in that certain position. So don't ever get that twisted, bro. Sweat equity is needed. You know what I'm saying? You got to put in them long hard hours, bro. It might seem like it's for nothing in the beginning, but in the long run, you're gonna be thankful you went through it because it built you up and it taught you everything that you see going on and everything that's going on within your own operation. You was early at learning everything. So now when somebody comes to you and they need help with a certain situation, it's easy for you to help fix the problem because you've done it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't somebody that's just appointing somebody to a position that you know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? And now when they come to you, you can't help them because you never done it before. But in this position, start not, you did everything. So it's no question that you can leave that'll be left unanswered by you because you know exactly what's expected and you'll be able to relay that to your team.
So it would be against the grain of reality to go into a situation outside of that.
Because when I saw it, I was like, oh, man, yeah. You know what I'm saying? When they say, like, down there, keys to the city or write it up and we'll just put a stamp on it.
Yeah.
I knew that was it.
Yeah, that
you know what I'm
part.
saying? Because you definitely ain't starving.
Yeah, I mean, you know, thank God for that.
Yeah, man.
You know, we have been before.
Boy, you show cold, though, man. I'll tell you why when we come back, man. we were on that DJ Khaled cruise, boy. This dude was like, big, next time I come and see you, I'm going to have one of them things for you, one of them necklaces.
Oh, you talking about my, you know, he talking about my jury.
Yeah. Been Nipsey since the introduction.
Day one.
Right.
You know, and it hasn't been let me change to this style, let me do this. You always did it your way. Did you know that this was going to turn out the way it did?
Man, that's a dope compliment too. I appreciate that. Honestly,
because the only thing we could do is like hair. Like, oh, this when he was younger.
Oh yeah, exactly.
You know, his clothes a little baggy here.
Exactly.
You know, oh yeah, he got, you know, so yeah, but material wise,
right?
Nah.
And honestly, you know, coming into it, we was hustling.
Yeah.
You know, so it was a step back to want to pursue music. It was a setback.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I mean? So it was something that I had to really believe in to pursue it because it was actually taking a back seat.
Did you ever get down where it was like, man, this ain't gonna work?
Or
you know,
that's why I call my thing the marathon because I'm not gonna lie and portray this ultimate poise like I've had it figured out. Nah, I just didn't quit. That's the only distinguishing quality from me and probably whoever else going through this or went through this or is gonna go through this is that I ain't quit. I went through every emotion. I went through every emotion with trying to pursue what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And I think that what gonna separate whoever's gonna try to go for something is that you ain't gonna quit. Unless, you know, you're gonna really take the stance if I'm gonna die behind what I'm getting at right now.
Let me ask you this, man, and I've had it.
The distinguishing quality between you and whoever is doing the same thing is the fact that you not gonna quit. Are you gonna tap out before they do? Because if you are, then you not built for this. That's what it's all about, bro. Not quitting, staying consistent, staying down. Because a lot of people don't understand, bro. If you stay at something long enough, eventually you gonna start to see it pay off. But what happens, we live in a microwave society, and a lot of people quit before they get on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people quit before they get their big moment. A lot of people quit before they go viral off something, whatever it is they did. It's not gonna be overnight, bro. That's just not how it works. It's not, that's not for the average person. You know what I'm saying? Certain people might pop off overnight, but they're an anomaly. You know what I'm saying? They're an outlier. For most people, bro, it's gonna take years and years of work. That's just a fact. And if you ain't built for it, then you just not built for it. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. You can either stay down, keep going, or tap out and quit. But then don't be surprised when you tapped out and quit, and then you see somebody that was doing the same thing you was doing, and you could probably even be better than them at. They kept going, and you see where it took them to, but you tapped out. And that's what a lot of people face, bro. They tap out too early. They just not built for the long run.
Chance to sit and talk to you on and off air.
Yeah.
See you do panels and everything.
Yep.
And your mind is way beyond what cats are doing right now.
Right.
Ownership, buying buildings, you know what I'm saying? The smart store, the marathon. Like, you know, I walked into the marathon store and I was blown away, bro.
No question.
And you got to explain what the marathon store is.
Yeah. So in a quick way, it's basically the first of our vision to have a retail network. The first store, which is the first step toward us having a retail network where we could distribute products outside of Best Buy, outside of Target, outside of.
What I'm anxious to see, bro, is somebody come out with a virtual reality store, which I'm probably pretty sure already exists, but it's not. I'm talking about one that's like popping. Not for just, you know what I'm saying, the geeky people, just for the culture, that the culture likes. You know what I'm saying? A true virtual reality store, bro, with like all type of different, like, you know what I'm saying, streetwear, shoes, J's, all that, like for the culture, and like just different, you know what I'm saying? Somebody come out with like a throwback virtual reality store, like a throwback record store. That would be lit, bro. That would be dope. I think that would be something that's popular. You know what I'm saying? Just showing what it was like back in the 80s, 90s. You know what I'm saying? When you used to walk in them record store, buy them big old records from certain artists and stuff, bro, that would be dope, bro. CDs, you know what I'm saying? That would be something that I feel like would go, especially in today's time. A lot of people like the nostalgia of what used to be. And I think that would be a dope concept. Because, see, Nip was ahead of the time with the smart store. A lot of people didn't understand what that is and still don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that bro was able to have a smart store, bro really had $1 billion plan, dog. Like, I can only imagine what that second album would have sounded like coming from Nip. Just seeing as he's somebody that goes below the surface. You know what I'm saying? Above and beyond. It's not just no basic surface level rap. Nah, you got to peel back the layers when you listen to Nip lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people was thrown off when he used to be like he vertically integrated. A lot of people ain't know what that meant, bro, because nobody from our culture ever truly paid attention to that type of stuff. And so it's lyrics like that always got me to like, yeah, because I only like to listen to people I can learn from. If I can't learn from you, I'm sorry, you can't do nothing for me, especially as an artist.
Traditional retail. Like Apple got Apple stores.
Yeah.
American Apparel got American Apparel stores.
Right.
You know, Sanrio, like Hello Kitty, they got stores. So certain brands go to the point of creating a retail experience too. So we wanted to do that. And we wanted to be able to drop not only music, like when we did the $100 CD, imagine if I had 10 stores across the country that I could have shipped 1,000 copies to at $100 each, and we could have released it on that day simultaneously, and then I could have done my pop-up shops at my stores. And then we surround them with actually a dope streetwear line and also dope novelty items like the All Money In Money Counter, or like I said, the streetwear stuff, the Crenshaw sweaters or the All Money In hats and whatnot. But the main driving factor would be there's an exclusive music release that's exclusive to these stores as opposed to...
Yeah, Nip was ahead of his time, bro. a lot of artists still ain't on what Nip was on back in that time. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show y'all where he did a raffle, a pop-up. Like he did a raffle at his listening party, and he gave people exclusive time to chop it up with him and also go in the store and shop around. Like, yeah, it's a clip of that. Let me find it. Let me find it somewhere. Here we go.
Let's gotta give him something. No, I gotta give it to him.
That's not gonna happen though, bro. Hey, that's police right there, bro. It ain't cool right now, bro. Slide off, bro. Slide off. Come on, man. I'm good, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Lack of respect some people have for an event like that, bro, putting together, and they out there like going fighting right in front of bruh's store. Like, come on, bro. Like, we as a people and a culture gotta do better with stuff like that, bro. When something positive happening in the community, and then you got like, when a group of us get together, bro, you can almost bet that sometimes at some point somebody gonna fight for whatever reason it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta do better, bro. Just as a culture together, like, we gotta do better. It's unnecessary, bro. It's unnecessary, especially for something positive that's going on in the community. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of niggas, when they make it, they don't go back to their hood, bro. For specific reasons like that, and because of what eventually happened to Nip. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people don't go back, but it's imperative that you go back at some point. You can never forget where you come from, bro. Ever. Because it says a lot about you, and it says a lot about how much you value what helped shape the person you are. Because whether you like it or not, the environment you came up in had a hand in raising you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not directly, but at some point, some way, shape, or form, your environment affected you a certain way, which eventually led to you becoming whoever you become. They ate him up out there, boy. They messed Buddy up. Dang, that's embarrassing. get beat up and jumped in front of all them people like that, damn, they ate Buddy up. Whew.
Hey, all the homies, let's go.
What happened?
Watch out.
Make sure you have your raffle tickets out. Because we will probably not be coming to
See, bro, this man was like a true man of the people, dog. Bro, really is just out there amongst the people. You can literally reach out and touch, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by like staying accessible. You know what I'm saying? Embracing your community, embracing what had a hand and helped shaping you, the way you think, the way you move. You know what I'm saying? Like, when all these rappers talk about like the F the streets movement and all that, a lot of rappers, some rappers took that as saying F where they came from. But that's not what they was saying. When they came to talk about F the streets, it came to talking about meaning, bruh, F what the streets stand for. You know what I'm saying? F what comes with being in the streets. That's what they was speaking to, bro. They wasn't necessarily speaking to like F my environment, F that place that I grew up in. No, that's not what they was saying. They was saying basically everything that stands for, everything that comes with that lifestyle, everything, all the dark times that they had, because you're gonna have more dark days than light days in the streets. That's just a fact, bro. And I believe if Nipsey was alive today, he would say this. He would have been on the same train. He'd have been like F the streets for us that part. You know what I'm saying? You would never hear him just not denounce his gang affiliation, because he was true to it. Because at one point, that's what he was doing. But at some point, you grow and evolve beyond what you grew up in. And that's what a lot of people fail to do. They stay stuck in that one mindset and that one mentality. And that's not how it go, bro. You gotta evolve and grow. At some point, some way, shape, or form, you gotta grow, bro. Because you stand a child and not allowing yourself to reach your true potential and your true evolution as a man. You know what I'm saying? When you stay stagnant and you stay complacent in what you already are. And I advise everybody, at some point, you got to evolve and grow. And that's one thing reading helps you do. It helps you evolve because you learn a new perspective from somebody else. It opens your mind. You know what I'm saying? It opens you to new ways of life, to new views on life and the world. That's why it's imperative you read books, bro. You read books, read philosophy books, even read books from people you don't agree with necessarily, just to see their perspective. Because you never know. You can learn, just because you don't like somebody don't mean you can't learn from them. And that's just a fact.
I don't know. You spoke very good. I'm going to go online. This is her. She was her. Thank you. Should I get in the car now? Or shall I?
Wawa. Wawa. Take her to the corner.
Real rapper right here.
Let me get a good shot.
Alright, where Jay at? Alright, hold it. I got my ticket. Who got the camera? What camera? Where Norby at?
Norby behind you.
Alright. Linda, hey, look at y'all ticket. Whoever got 684, 684. Hold your ticket up.
684.
I got
See, he would call out a number and then they get to go in the store and shop and whatnot. You don't see artists doing this today, bro. A lot of artists just snobs, bro. They not for the people. They not for you being able to shake their hand. They not for you being able to just have a genuine, regular conversation with them. They just not for that. You know what I'm saying? Now, some artists are just too big for that particular instance. But at the same time, you can still be a human, reach your human element and be like, all right, let me step out of celebrity mode for a second and let me interact with some people. You know what I'm saying? Just to show the people, bro, you're not just a celebrity. You're a human just like them. You bleed just like they bleed. You come from the places they come from. You know what I'm saying? And just inspire them to say, with a true work ethic, you can do the same thing I'm doing right now.
684! 684! Right here, baby. Hold it up. 684! That's what's up. Check your ticket, check your ticket.
She got it. She got it.
Hey, so look. Hey, look. Wait, hey, look. Hold on. Look.
See, bro was even cool enough. The girl that won, she had a boyfriend. Bro even let the boyfriend go with her. You know what I'm saying? Just the kind of dude Nip was, bro. Like a genuine dude with a big heart. You know what I'm saying? That was a giver first. And those are the people that's blessed the most, bro. And that's blessed abundantly. True givers. When you look to give more than you receive, you're going to always receive a lot more than what you could have ever expected. Because you looking to give first. You looking to bless people first. You know what I'm saying? And best believe when you look to be a blessing to others, God gonna bless you tenfold. Anything that you did for somebody else, God gonna do 10 times more for you. Because it's not that you doing it just to receive something. You doing it just because that's genuinely who you are. That's just part of your character. And character and integrity and morale is high, bro. I was just reading in Power, but a book called Power, not 48 Laws of Power. This is just called Power by itself. And it talks about like the power of your reputation and how most people form their reputation of you within 5 minutes, bro. Less than 5 minutes. Based on the way you speak, based on your posture, based on just how you carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? That brief interaction right there that Nip had with them two people, they gonna always remember that. You know what I'm saying? They gonna always be able to reflect on that moment that Nip called her out when she won that Ralph, gave her a hug, and not only did that, let her boyfriend go with her. Like, cause he could have been like, oh nah, bro, she won. I don't care cause that's your lady. Nah, he let them both go. You know what I'm saying? In the store as a couple. And it's like that, it's just small stuff like that, bro, that just speaks to a person's character, that speaks to what they stand for. And that's what y'all gotta realize. It's just certain little things that people will pay attention to, or how you just treat people, how you just go about carrying yourself in the streets when you outside. You know what I'm saying? People pay attention to that stuff, bro. So make sure next time, like when you catch yourself being a snob to somebody, just reflect back on this moment and be like, dang, maybe I could have treated that person a little better than what I did. And that's the thing, bro. Always treat people the way you want to be treated. Treat people better than the way you want to be treated. Because I'm telling you, when you look to be a blessing to others first, you'll always receive tenfold or whatever you put out, because it was genuine and in your heart.
studio. Being on the net. Energy, you don't go rest up. Everybody go to the studio and go join. Or it's not that much, but being on the net. And then actually probably spend like an hour there and go I'm gonna text you the address either way.
Him and Sam had a real genuine relationship, bro. You can tell. It was love between them boys. You know what I'm saying? Because like I got two older brothers, so I know what that's like. Ain't nothing like that brotherhood, man. Ain't nothing like that special bond with your brother. You know what I'm saying? Because Nip was the little brother, and I'm pretty sure everything he did was inspired by his big brother, in a way. You know what I'm saying? Because as a little brother, you grow up watching everything your big brother do. You watch how he get the girls. You watch how he get money. You watch like his style, like everything that you do end up doing in some shape or form. Your big brother had a play in that. Well, I can't speak for everybody, but in my instance, it did, and I'm pretty sure from just watching Nip and his brother, I'm pretty sure it did. It had a huge impact on Nip as well. When you watch your big brother, bro, in certain ways, shape, or form, that's your hero. I'll always view both of my big brothers as at one point a hero of mine. They are two people that I strongly look up to this day. You know what I'm saying? I value their opinion. I value their words of wisdom that they give me whenever they give me some. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how it is. Like, you value what your brother think. You know what I'm saying? And I know for a fact Nip valued every critique his brother gave him, and I'm pretty sure Sam valued every critique Nip might have gave him, because you can always learn from each other, bro. Just because I'm the little brother and you the big brother don't mean you can't learn from me. And that's just how that go. But ain't nothing like that brotherhood, man. Ain't nothing like having a brother. Nothing. But y'all see it, man. Nip was a man of the people. He was a man of the community, dog.
You know, we right here live on Crenshaw and Slauson. We doing a pre-screening and a pre-single release in the store for everybody that pre-purchased the album. So, you know, we just celebrating right now, man. It's where it all started, and it's like a full circle moment, you know?
Last time that I checked, I was in the set, make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west.
Way up, like we always do.
Let's get it. What's up, it's your boy Spain House from Trap East LA. Shout out to Nip and YG, man. Last time I checked, video release is crazy. We got Blue Kitchen, we got All Flavor No Grease. We out here celebrating that part. Easy.
I laid down the game for you niggas, taught you how to charge more than what they paid for you niggas.
My bad, y'all. I ain't trying to get copyrighted, you know what I'm saying? But what that one thing? Oh yeah, let's go to Pride to Pay.
We made something that can't be a victim of the digital revolution.
Look, relate to you, I can't if you's a fake nigga.
And this is like an experience. You could download the same content digitally, but you don't have this. This is different because this comes with a concert.
It's the shit I waited for my whole fucking life. It's the shit I waited for my whole fucking life. Proud to play, let's go.
This comes, it's numbered, it's signed. It's like, it's limited, you know, and you might have the downloaded version, but this is like, after I like studied technology and I seen like people talking about the change that's going on, I was like, what does that mean for what I'm trying to do? And this was like the first step of me figuring out my lane, you know what I'm saying? But my goal was
The first step of him trying to figure out his lane. And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Figure out your lane, man. Find you a lane that you feel like it's pretty untapped and pretty open for anybody to take over, and do that. because what you got to do is you got to stand out. You got to stand out, and you got to look to be different. You got to look to some way, shape, or form be valuable, add value to people, because adding value to people is how you become what you always dreamed of. You know what I'm saying? It's value first. You know what I'm saying? And then you reap the rewards last. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, be a blessing first to receive a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Look to help people first before somebody can help you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look to be selfless, man, instead of trying to be selfish. Because I'm telling you, a selfish person never get what a selfless person will receive. You know what I'm saying? It's all about you being a blessing first and then receiving your blessings afterwards.
It was not to sell out. It was to create conversation. I wanted people to get mad. I wanted people to say, why is this album $100? I gotta listen to this shit, because if it's not the greatest album ever, this dude's crazy.
So when you put it out there with this project and the idea, and then you did the 1,000 copies, like, when did you first get a feeling like, okay, this is really gonna work? Like, this feels right?
Man, I was in the studio, and a lot of my niggas that's here with me was in the studio, and we got the website set up, and I tweeted the link, the IamProudToPay.com.
Yep.
And my PayPal started hitting. I started getting alerts. Like, I was surprised when I got the first one. Like, somebody paid $100 for this shit. My PayPal just kept hitting, and I kept getting alerts. And I was like, for sure, this about to work. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna work for sure. And I just got real excited. I started talking shit in the studio and like, you know what I'm saying?
I gotta see what you talking, man.
Like, nigga, I told you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's on. Fuck these niggas, we got it.
Flip trying to play with us. The demonstrations speak loud, so I ain't saying much. Was a charismatic nigga, I don't play as much. Cause life is real when you live it in a place like us. School pictures cracking smiles, now my face.
You know what I'm saying? A true man of the people, bro. True man of the people. That's what Nip was. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look. You can never lose your human element. You know what I'm saying? No matter how big you get, bro, you can never feel like you too good to reach out to somebody. Give somebody an encouraging word, bro. You know what I'm saying? Inspire somebody. Look to be, like I said, a blessing to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing we all know for sure, bro, we are nothing without God. Nothing without God. Nothing without him. But, no buts, but. And the thing is, bro, you gotta look, like I say, look to be a blessing first before you look to receive anything. You know what I'm saying? Look to reach out to inspire somebody's life, bro. Brighten up their day by just a simple message of like, bro, I see you doing your thing, homie. Keep going. Don't slow down. You got this, bro. Keep going. Don't quit. No matter what you face, keep going. It's little words like that, bro, can inspire somebody and change their whole life. You know what I'm saying? Just little simple stuff. Your character gonna always speak loudest for you, though. Your character always gonna speak loudest for you, though. And what I mean by that is obviously how you treat people, how you move. You know what I'm saying? Are you respectful? Do you give respect? You know what I'm saying? Your character gonna speak louder than your voice ever could. You know what I'm saying? People go off actions. People watch what you do. You know what I'm saying? They watch how you carry yourself. They watch your posture and the way your facial expressions when they speaking to you. It's all about your character at the end of the day, bro. Are you a good hard person or are you not? You know what I'm saying? That's what stand out. Like this, like what Dolph said. A short little quote from Dolph. It rings loud though to me. He's like, I just believe real is real and not real is not real. Simple and plain. Real is real and not real is not real. Either you real or you fake. Plain and simple.
Stuck. Shell shocked to see how much they really hated us.
And I just took a page from like magazines. You look at every magazine logo from Time to Newsweek to XXL. What color are them logos? Them logos are all red. What color is the stoplight? It's red, because it's the most attention-grabbing color. and I want to grab attention. So that's why it's red, and that's why I got on Crenshaw.
Your name is Nipsey Hussle. Like, the hustle should just come automatically, but did you receive any backlash from it? Like,
That's another thing. When you think about any little food restaurant you go to, what color is mostly in the sign? Red. Chick-fil-A, red. McDonald's, red. Wendy's, red. Burger King, red. KFC, red. Popeyes, orange and red. Like, and a lot of most food places, bruh, red is in the color red is in there because it's the most attention grabbing, like what Nip said. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you see a red book, that stands out above all. When you see a red car out on the street, it's a reason that your insurance is high if you have a red car, because it's the most attention grabbing car. So meaning the police gonna be more so tempted to pull you over if you got a red car. I learned that early on. Red is a color that jumps out to the eye. Just remember that. You know what I'm saying? That's a marketing game for y'all if you didn't catch on to it.
like people hitting you up saying, how you gonna do this? How you gonna charge that kind of money for?
Man, you'll be surprised. And, it came from people that I was like, damn, whose side are you on? And they was on the air mocking me and like making jokes about the fact that I sold my CD for $100, and they was having sound bites of my fans calling in and acting like I was lying and stuff. So I did get a little backlash. And so, I think once Jay went out and made that move and it became public, people so fickle, they immediately kind of silenced their criticism and turned it into like, oh yeah, I knew it was gonna work, man. He's a genius, marketing genius, all that old bullshit.
Gotcha.
The marketing for Crenshaw was it was a movement called Proud to Pay.
Yeah, man. And I was proud to pay. That's why I paid,
most
brother.
definitely. But it was by choice. It wasn't by force. If you wanted to get it
and that's what you see some artists try to replicate today, that legendary Proud to Pay campaign that a lot of people didn't do. You know what I'm saying? That basically, if you're willing to pay $100 for it, then you got, see with Nip's on, you got legendary memorabilia. You got a signed copy. You got access to exclusive events. All that, bro. Nip was one of one. You feel me? Always.
At the club on my way back to the mansion. You know where I'm from, you don't ever gotta ask us. Banged out, still these hoes think I'm handsome. And yes, I run my city single-handed. If they made a movie about my life, it'd be a classic. When I drove a bucket and we used to share a mattress. Looking at me now, you can see the contrast when I'm chilling with a model from Toronto in the Hamptons. So what do you need? Cause you gotta have it. Long as you willing to bleed for what you asking. And when you see it, you seize it with a pass. Cause we don't believe in second chances. The way you fill up them jeans make me imagine. But I don't live in a dream.
Hey, Jack Tripp. Up in this motherfucker with Nip Hustle, Marathon 2. Saga still continue. You feel me? You gonna catch me on that AMB mixtape, all that shit. We gonna get it in out here. You feel me?
It's my day one nigga, Jack Tripp.
Hey, since day
Baby
one.
Tripp. Hey, this nigga was on house arrest. He was making songs, cuz, on the MIDI recorder years ago, nigga. This shit don't stop. It's a fucking marathon, man. Last time y'all seen this, we was in the studio getting it. We about to fly to Japan. Continue this marathon overseas. Shout out to all the Japanese supporters out there. It's that all money in marathon shit, top of the morning shit. High Park Crenshaw.
One thing you can never escape, bro, is the work. And this is my last word I'm gonna leave with y'all. And I'm gonna get up out of here. You can't escape the work. I don't care who you are. I don't care how talented you are, or who you claim to be, who you claim to know. Now, no doubt, it's all about always who you know too. But it don't matter who you know if you have no work ethic whatsoever. So you will never escape the work. I don't care who you are. You know what I'm saying? And if you think the work can come and then you instantly become an overnight success, thinking you gonna just put in that work one time and it's finna pay off, you sadly mistaking yourself, my boy. Because it's all about what you do over time, putting in the work consistently, day after day after day. Long nights, early mornings. You know what I'm saying? No days off. You know what I'm saying? Some way, shape, or form, every day, bro, you got to commit to getting better. Commit to getting bigger and better. Commit to bettering yourself. Commit to for whatever your craft is. Perfecting the craft. LeBron James didn't become LeBron James overnight. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z didn't become Jay-Z overnight. You know what I'm saying? It's real cliche. Tom Brady didn't become Tom Brady overnight, but they are obsessed with the process. You got to become obsessed with any or whatever it is you're trying to do. You got to become obsessed. This right here that I'm doing, I am obsessed with this. I live it. I breathe it. I drink it. I eat it. Every day. Don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I don't stream every single day, but every day I'm looking to be better than I was yesterday. Every day I'm looking how to be a better streamer on YouTube than I was the last time I streamed. I'm committing to it every day. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just what the work, that's just what it entails. That's just what comes with the job. If you want to be somebody that's noticeable in this game, if you want to be somebody that people pay attention to, the first thing they're going to see is your work ethic. The first question they're going to want to put out there is, does he show up enough? You know what I'm saying? Does he show up enough for me to even pay attention to him? You know what I'm saying? It's all about your work, bro. Without the work, nothing else matters. Because you're just going to be another lazy bum couch potato. You know what I'm saying? A has-been or what could have been, what should have been. A waste of talent. You know what I'm saying? So don't let that be you. It's all about the work you put in today so it can pay off tomorrow. And when I say tomorrow, I don't mean literally tomorrow, but I mean tomorrow, your future tomorrow, down the line. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, that sweat equity, you can't ignore that. And you can't gloss over that. And you can't skip that. You know what I'm saying? When you start out, you're going to have to be everything to your operation. That's just the way it is. Especially if you ain't got enough bread to pay everybody. But you're going to appreciate it going forward. You're going to appreciate it down the line for sure that you learn everything up front. And because it's going to pay dividends down the road.
That brand new nip.
See, what can I leave y'all with before I get up out of here? I thought this was crazy though, bro. Bro tweeted this the day he died. Bro say having strong enemies is a blessing. Having strong enemies is a blessing. The day he died, bro, he posted that. That's crazy. But bro did have a point also. Because having strong enemies is a blessing in a sense that it helps you move a certain way. It helps you become smarter. It helps you become more aware because you know that person ain't slipping, so you can't afford to get caught slipping either. Now, one would say, well, that didn't work out so well for him. Nah, in a way, what happened, bro. But Nip was 101, and that quote is just crazy though to me, bro. I'm just asking myself, did he know something before it happened? Because I don't know if he did, but he might have not have viewed Eric Holder as an enemy, but he knew people was out for him. I think he knew people had it out for him. But I guess he just didn't see it coming from that dude. You know what I'm saying? But it's a reminder, bro. Stay on your P's and Q's. You know what I'm saying? Keep your head on the swivel. Don't get caught lacking, bro. You know what I'm saying? Walk right out here. Stay dangerous. And when I say stay dangerous, I ain't just talking about like being strapped or whatnot. When I say stay dangerous, what I mean is keep your mind ready. know what I'm saying? For any and everything. But I love y'all, man. I'm out of here. And it's your boy, man.